What up? What up? What up? Hope you guys can hear me. Sorry for my absence after doing a few readings. If you saw those readings, I had a little bit of a tummy ache, but I'm better now. Anyways, what's up, Cancer? It's been a while since I've done a reading for you guys. Haven't really been doing a lot of reads the last couple of months, but it's really been a minute for y'all's. And the last reading I did for y'all was very complicated in the communications department. Anyways, gonna get into it and do your reading for this January 2022 and this new season. We're gonna get started, and I'm gonna pull you a mystical shaman oracle card. Some insight, guidance, advice for my Cancerians, the month of January. All right. Completion. This is definitely, the card of cycles. One thing ends so another can begin. So you could be ending a business venture or a relationship while simultaneously starting a new business venture or relationship. I'm going to get right into it, and I will pull you 6 cards from the Fairy Wicked deck, and we will get some confirmation with the Rider-Waite Gilded deck. Some insight, guidance, advice for my Cancers. I also chose to do your sign because popped up in my tags. Someone was brought here by a Cancer tag, and you also popped up in the Aries reading, so obviously there's something there. Cancers going through the motions. Some insight, guidance, advice for Cancer for January 2022. Outside of that, I do hope everyone's having an amazing new year this season in life. And we'll go ahead and pull your first card. Got the Round Tower. A leap of faith, taking a jump. So yeah, I think a lot of y'all are jumping right into this new job or this new relationship, like without a problem. Like I'm hearing all ships ahead, whatever they say. Yeah, you're getting right into it in 2022. No hesitation, no pause. I'm also hearing like no overlay. You got the 7 of Time. Definitely feeling defensive or protective, maybe of yourself. I'm also hearing of your sexuality, or someone is doing this with you. If it is a new relationship, I'm hearing it's not really all that publicized. You're keeping it very protected. Maybe you two are creating together also, with all this fire being here. I also heard like someone reached out to the other to get this started. Like it's almost like someone called or someone showed up, and all of a sudden you're with them. Like you two are an item. Especially for my singles. I kind of feel it was that way for people that were in a relationship too, which, I mean, obviously someone would have to get hurt in that scenario, you would think. But I mean, this is about you, not them, so it's kind of irrelevant. You also got the Baron of Domhan. This is like the Queen of Pentacles, Earth sign, Capricorn, Taurus, Virgo. You could really want to reach out to this Earth sign. They could be feeling guarded when it comes to you, though, like not wanting to talk. I'm hearing the way that I see that is always shoot your shot. You only miss the shots you never take, guaranteed to miss then. But don't go harassing someone. You definitely could piss them off and they could get extremely defensive. Eight of U's. Yeah, this earth energy, or this could be a stable person, but just this, I feel like there's an earth sign you're walking away from, or maybe that walked away from you. And I mean, you could be feeling really defensive. Like there's some bitterness here in these cards, like some anger. Here, like trying to make someone jealous, maybe even. That never works. Playing games like that, tit for tat. You gotta leave that shit in the past. If you're gonna move on because you want to move on, and be with someone because you want to be with them, not to enrage or make someone else jealous. Then you got the Guide. This is something being divinely guided. I feel like if there is a breakup, it's because there's supposed to be a breakup. If someone instantly comes into your life after a breakup, that's because they were supposed to. Things do happen for a reason. We just often overlook that reason, or we don't see it when it's happening. Like sometimes you really do dodge bullets, and it really isn't something like we're wanting to dodge. Like having a breakup and like being hurt, but then like realizing months later when some time passes, like, dude, maybe that was good for me. Like, leaving or moving, or just someone not being in your life anymore, or someone coming into your life that maybe you didn't want to deal with, but you did, and now you're grateful for that. Then you've got the Six of Domhan. More earthy, Taurian, Capricorn, Virgo energy. I feel like there was someone moved, you moved, there was some moving here. See all these doors and the hallways and stuff. Six of Domhan always makes me think of moving in this deck. Someone also could be like rearranging feng shui. If you work in a creator space, you could be creating a lot, and I'm feeling like you're in a better place than you were, or some of you will be feeling that way by the end of January. Like some of you guys could be hurting right now, but I mean, it will pass. Let's get some confirmation here. Confirmation definitely brings out more details and specifics, which is why I always like, even no matter how many cards I pull, I usually always confirm or elaborate on what was pulled with another deck. So the Round Tower. So yeah, things definitely got shook up and switched around, I heard. Whether you wanted them to or not. It's the Round Tower here. This major change of events. The Emperor. So, got the Round Tower and the Emperor. Someone could have definitely been controlling, and I'm also hearing someone could have got kicked out of somebody's place. Somebody got kicked out, or someone left because someone was being too controlling. Seven of Time. This Seven of Time could be you or whoever you're connected to. Could be a family thing too. Like if you live with parents or parents live with you, you could be like, it's time to keep it moving, leave the nest. Seven of Time. Someone could have went back home. Lots of different scenarios here. Seven of Time. Hearing about a week ago. The World card. Something is definitely divinely protected. For sure. feel like Divines has its hands in this, because there was something or someone that was so controlling that it was hindering a connection or someone's destiny. Baron of Domhan. This also could be someone trying or needing to balance their anger and their rage, especially if it's triggered by jealousy. When people know your triggers, they use them. So be careful with that. And sometimes just knowing that can disarm the enemy. I don't know why I'm feeling like there's an enemy, but yeah. And this King of Pentacles kind of fell out in reverse, and it's like the King of Pentacles, the Queen of Pentacles. So it's definitely a Capricorn, Taurus, or Virgo involved in this. I'm hearing they had enough of your shit. Ooh, or you had enough of their shit. That was a fiery FU. 8 of you siege. Oh, something popped right out. 8 of you siege in the Wheel of Fortune. Yeah, I definitely believe it's a cycle. It's like someone's just gone. The wheel is turned. The cycle's over. It's over. Just no more back and forth, off and on. What's the guide here? With any X, I mean, the Wheel of Fortune, Roman numeral is an X. So here with this X, the guide. What's the guide here for? You could feel someone maybe left you for an X. That also could just all be in your fucking head. The guide. What's the guide here for? Does it really matter why someone left? I always like to take it, if someone leaves, it's because something wasn't working between you and them. Doesn't ever really have too much to do with an outside party. It's the Death card. Yeah, it's definitely lots of endings and beginnings. So definitely, I think a major relationship just ended in your life, but one could have also shortly began right after, and that could be the way that it's supposed to be. I know a lot of people, especially me, don't feel great getting into something right after they've left something. Wow, you just had a bunch of cards come out. Someone could have moved into something too fast, though, or that's how you're feeling. Either way, that doesn't mean it wasn't meant to happen. Some things that are meant to happen aren't meant to last. Like, Divine has a funny way of orchestrating things to get people out of the way or where they're supposed to be. This is 6 of Domhan. 6 of Domhan. The Chariot. That's you, Cancer. 6 of Domhan. Here it's time for you to move on or move forward, or you are moving on or moving forward. Like, yeah. Cycles are ending and beginning here. That's beyond you. You can't control whether someone stays or goes. Period. Neither can anyone else. I'm going to pull you a positive affirmation, and we'll leave it there, because that reading was pretty straightforward. Get a positive affirmation to help Cancer through this period of time and this season. And you've got: you will grow beautifully in your own way. Yeah, I feel this is definitely a BU card. And stop trying to fit into other people's boxes or some kind of box, or it's really just to, be yourself. It's okay. In the end, that's all we really can do. If we try to be somebody else, the mask is going to come off. So just be you and be honest. Do feel your feelings, but don't think that your feelings should affect the way that somebody else feels, because in